Okay, what I'm going to go over here is how to find the slope using data. So I have an example of a basic graph here. And in order to find the slope, what we're going to be looking for is somewhere where this line crosses the corner of the box. Now, what do I mean by that? What I mean is you'll notice that every once in a while this line doesn't really go through the corner of the box. So you see this box here? This line doesn't really go through the corner. What we're looking for is something a little bit more like that here. So I'm going to go ahead and mark it. Just putting like a little circle or a little line there. And there's one. If you pay attention, let me just zoom in here. Okay, and you'll see right there, it goes right through the corner of the box. Well, I mean, it's a little off, but that's okay. And you get as close as possible. And just for the sake of this video, I'm going to say that that one right there looks pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and circle that one also. And then I'm going to go ahead and make my triangle. And I'm going to label it. That's my rise. And this is my run. And I'm going to go ahead and measure those. Now, how do you measure those? So I'm going to zoom out here, because in order to measure these, you really got to use your graphs. Okay. What do I mean by that? So your rise, you're going to really measure using your axis here. Your axis, you see this? This one's very obvious, and I'll just use my ruler here. It starts here, and it rises up to about right there, and I'll mark that off. Now you need to use your axis, and you'll notice that this goes every 4 boxes is 1, so this would be 5, all right? So this one here is really 4.5. So this thing starts at 4, and it goes up to 4.5. So from 4 to 4.5, if you think about that, that's 50 cents. One more time. So it starts at 4 and goes up to 4.5. So your rise is really 0.50. And your run, you're going to do exactly the same thing. But this time you're going to use whatever you have here. So I'm going to go ahead and mark it. Say that it starts here. And it goes to about there. And so this would be, sometimes it helps to write it down here. So it starts at 11.50 and it goes to 13. You can even use this. You say from 12 to 13, that's 1. And then you have 50 cents. So your run would be $1.50. So last step is, remember, to find your slopes, it's rise over run. And so your rise is 0.50 over your run, which is 1.50. Now you go ahead and just put that in your calculator, and a friendly reminder that when you're calculating this stuff, you want to make sure you do top divided by bottom. And so I'm going to go ahead and put 0.50 divided by 1.5, and I get 0.3333. Now at this point, I try and get my students to just write the first 3 numbers. You might want to look at the one behind it. So if I round up, this would be equal to 0.333. And that's how you do that. And then you're done. Okay? I hope that helps.